Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SF1 GP2. We are at the Bahrain Grand Prix live this evening for the second race in this season. A full 22 calendar season. So these guys have a lot at stake and a lot of races to pretty much combat with. I am joined by the legend himself, Harrison. How are you doing this evening?
I'm tired, but I'm energized for this race.
I am a bit tired myself. So I'm going to give you guys a heads up for the viewers that are watching. We are definitely going to have a lobby restart after these guys complete Q3. A couple of the drivers are having a bit of connectivity issues, but they are here to race. So once we complete Q3, we're going to jump off for just a second and then come right back for the race. However, all right, who is the first one out on track? I believe it is Connor.
It's it's
It is
Whiffy or
Whiffy.
Big Tower.
Whiffy,
No, it's Tower.
a big thing. He had a little bit of a collision in Q1, so he's sitting on a 5 grid spot penalty. So he wants to make sure he qualifies as high as he can this evening to make sure he can get up as not drop too far back, I would say. So 5 grid spot penalty for Whiffy. Who do you think is going to grab pole position this evening?
Well, it could be anyone in that top 10 because they've been pretty close. But you got Senna, JML, Whiffy, and Bill. That could easily get pole here.
Two drivers that I'm actually really proud of getting through is Connor and Emmanuel got themselves into a Q3 appearance this evening. And our biggest story so far, our winner of the Australian Grand Prix, Rose, in the AlphaTauri, not Emmanuel, but his teammate, failed to make it into Q3. He did not make it past Q2. So that's a big story this evening. We're going to let you guys see who sets the first lap. Let me just make sure. Emmanuel, I
It's
think,
Emmanuel.
yeah, with Connor just behind him, I believe. No, Towers just behind
It's
him.
yeah.
So we're going to actually ride with these two guys. And as soon as everybody puts in their first lap, we're going to give you guys a look at SF1 Goomba's hot lap of the Bahrain International Grand Prix circuit. He was kind enough. Harrison was going to do it because I was asking around. It came to that last moment. And SF1 Goomba, the legend himself, dropped me a nice little message letting me know he had one for me. So cheers, thank you, Goomba. And Towers is just invalidated. So Emmanuel is going to give it a go. Is Towers
I think
back?
he's a spun as well.
Yeah, I saw that. So that's going to leave
Yeah, no, he's just
JML.
stopped on track.
He's going to be right behind Emmanuel. See what kind of time Emmanuel can get himself into for the first lap in Q3. He's going to cross. DRS is now open. And he's going to put in 128.5. Let's jump down to JML. He's going to put in a 126 flat. Senna goes 26 flat as well, but not as flat as JML with equal 26.7. Loki is going to go 26.5. Connor does a 132.5. I'm sure he can improve on that. And the rest of the
It's probably a
guys
mistake he's made.
are sitting in the pits. I think Evil is going to give it a little bit of a wait.
Big Tower in his second flying lap.
See if he can connect this lap. 2-lap old softs. Do you think they're? You think how much performance do you think they'll still have in them for the second lap?
Well, he didn't do the long right-hander, so he would have stayed a bit of performance within them still. So it should be decent, but I think it'd be a few tenths off of what he could possibly do.
Jamie in the chat, 4 laps for me in Q2 trying manual gears this week. Keep your head down, Jamie. It is a long race. 29 laps these guys are going to have to contend with. And if it's anything like you guys saw in GP3 yesterday, it was interesting. It's very interesting. And JML, or not JML, Big Towers actually invalidates yet another lap. So he's going to, I'm thinking, probably pull
I
into
think
the
he'll
pits.
box.
Yeah. And maybe have a one go at it. Sab's warming up the tires now. Evil's on his way out as well as Bill. I don't even know if I want to drop a prediction. Who do you think is going to be the top 3 this evening? Harrison, I'll let you decide that one.
Well, it's going to be between the top 4 because they've got an advantage over Connor and Emmanuel, but Bill could easily get up there. Evil he has been improving, but I don't think he'll have enough pace to get to the top 3. Tower could easily get there. Sab's his pace is a bit dependable, so I'll leave it till the last 3 minutes before I make a prediction, though.
Playing it cheeky. Evil invalidates his outlap. Man, there's a lot of cars going into the pits here. Interesting. So Sab's good. We might have a surprise this evening. Sab's has made it into Q3. Once these guys give it a go, we have 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So I'm going to give you guys a nice drop of SF1 Goomba's hot lap here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. You guys can see he's coming on the start-finish line. He crosses the DRS line, put it open, cross, and his lap started, coming up to a tight 90-degree hairpin turn. Easy on the brakes. You can see Goomba nails it perfectly. Easy on the throttle too here. Collect that curb on the left just as much as you can. You could invalidate you. DRS open for the second time in this lap down this straight. This is where I have the most trouble. this turn right here. But Goomba absolutely nails it out of the park. Coming up to the S's. Easy on throttle and brake here. Coming down the section. Don't collect that curb on the left because that curb will spit you out as well. Easy on the brakes. There are a lot of tight braking zones, I would say, in this track, Harrison. A lot of them that you can lock up and ruin your lap, especially this one coming down left-hander down that small hill. Get the car straightened out for the DRS zone, third DRS of this lap down the back stretches, a couple back stretches as well. And then what everybody considered in the 2019 game, the best part, but also the worst part, is here's a death curve on the right. Careful not to touch that, as Goomba almost did, but keeps away from it. Easy on the brakes here. Coming down the back stretch right before the last right-hander, and then he'll have DRS one final time and cross the line. As you guys can see, he's nailing it. He's got green on his lap right now, so he's up on his time in this sweet hot lap. But here we are, last right-hander, DRS is open, and you cross the line for the lap at Bahrain. Gonna come back to qualifying, see what kind of time Evil can get himself put into. He's going to cross the line now. He's going to be 126.5. So he puts himself right into P4. How's Towers? He's on an outlap. So he's the only one remaining. I didn't see it, but Senna snuck himself into P2. Oh, he must have done that a while ago. Sab's P5.
Yeah, he did that a while ago.
I missed it. Jamie's saying top 5 is going to be JML, Senna, Loki, Whiffy, and Bill. Could be interesting. After yesterday, I don't even want to make predictions because of the game. If it wasn't down to the weird track penalties that people were getting, it was down to the safety cars and the pit stop strategies. A couple guys opted for a 2-stop, and some guys wanted to do a 1-stop, but then opted to a 2-stop. See what kind of time Towers can get. See if he can get himself actually on this board this evening. There's sector 3 yellow. I wonder what that would be for. It is definitely a... So Towers goes purple in sector 1.
The corner that a lot of people struggle for locking up is this corner with the double left-hander.
You want to make sure you brake in a straight line.
And then
you don't want to turn the car while you're applying the
turn
brakes.
all at once.
Yeah, because then you're going to go into Narnia.
Exactly.
I think we're having that weird glitch yesterday. There was like yellow
JMO's. I think it's just setting up his lap.
Towers is about ready to complete his lap. So far, so good. Attacking the curves nicely. See if he can get this one stuck in. Running 118, 119. Let's see where he's at on this final straight. 122. Looking at probably a 127. No, 126.4. Gets himself P3 for the time being. JML's going to give it a go. I wonder if anybody else is going to leave it relatively late. Emmanuel's back out for another lap.
I was close to invalidation, huh?
It's very easy to do on this track.
And JML's backed out of his lap. So I guess he's made a mistake somewhere.
Saying the corner cutting restrictions on this game are a lot harsher than they were on 2019.
Yeah,
I
I
think
know they are.
some people did one, but some people are still having a bit of struggles with it. Anybody on a flyer? Manuel is on a flyer. He's gonna cross. Oh, he started another one.
It's next one's a whiffy to cross the line. But
He's on an out
he's
lap.
on an out. Wow.
His tower's pushing for another lap. Sets purple sector 2. So he's still pushing. Can he get himself further up the field than currently P3? Attacks the curb nicely on the right-hand side. DRS is open. Can he go faster this time? I think he improved just a bit, but not enough to get up to Senna. Senna's on an out lap. JML has started another flyer. Can't keep up. Everybody's throwing their laps in. Towers is retired. Has he
He shouldn't
retired?
be doing that.
On track, I think he has. He has.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't impose on somebody else's lap, like Senna's coming through now. Gets the back end pretty hairy there for a second.
Yeah. Turn 2 and 3 is pretty hard for traction.
Senna was the quickest man in Q1. Can he carry that over to Q3 where it matters? He was our pole sitter last week at the Australian Grand Prix. Sets a purple sector 1. So he is pushing. I think all that practice on that wheel is starting to pay off for him.
Yeah, the wheel is more to go is faster.
Tell that to our old friend back in the day, Eke.
Yeah.
Because he did things with the pad that I can't understand.
Well, he's not the fastest pad now. New Zealand Ryan's probably one of the better, faster pad drivers.
So JML
JML
goes
does
quicker.
improve for a 25.8.
25.8. No, Marcus sets a purple sector 2 in SF1 Senna, so he's on for it. Can he get a 25.8? I'll have to jump down to his teammate just a bit. Here comes SF1 Senna. DRS is open. 25.7. Goes quicker. That is just pure bliss right there. Where's Senna, or where's Eagle gonna cross the line? 26.4 goes P3. All right, my mood has just shifted just a bit, and that's it. That's gonna be it for Q3, ladies and gentlemen. So SF1 Senna grabs the second pole for the season so far, starting in P1. JML P2 for that Mercedes. Look, your teammate is sandwiched between my guys, Harrison. JML P2, Evil rounds out P3, Towers P4, Loki is P5, Saps P6, Whiffy P7, but ultimately will drop 5 positions for that penalty. Bill is P8, Connor P9, and Emmanuel are your top 10 for Q3 this evening at Bahrain Grand Prix. So Harrison, once you let me know, we'll back out after the load screen and we'll get that lobby restarted. We're gonna keep it on this man for the time being. While Sabs either retires the car or just waits. Who is that?
Sorry about that, my mic went dead.
Oh, you're good. I don't know if you heard me or not. Once you guys get that
I'm
lobby
not.
restarted, just let me know. I'm gonna wait. Give them one final rundown of this, and then we'll be off to get that lobby restarted. So the drivers that are waiting can get in. This game is so perfect. It's so perfect. SF1 Senna grabs pole position, followed by JML. Round out your top position starters. In the second hand grid, we have Evil and Towers. Third, we have Loki. I'm confusing people. So Loki is P5, Saps P6, Whiffy is P7, but does have that 5 grid spot penalty. So that is going to put him P. doing quick math in my head. He's going to start this race P12. Bill is P8, Connor P9, and Emmanuel is P10. So, ladies and gentlemen, give us one little bit of time so we can sort out the lobby. We'll be right back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, after a nice quick lobby restart. So we're going to load up, and I'm going to give you guys a rundown of the championship points so far in GP2. It is going to be quite dicey this evening. A couple guys up there the season so far. So job well done himself. Hopefully nobody raised up. Hopefully everybody remembers to select their setups as well as their strategy. But we're going to give you guys a rundown on the combined right away here. As you guys see, AlphaTauri is leading the championship so far with 111 points. Running down the order, Ferrari in P2, Mercedes P3. Harrison, you guys are right there. You guys aren't too far off. Coming down Racing Point just behind you, McLaren. Alfa Romeo sitting kind of mid of the pack, so we're looking to have a good race this evening. Red Bull P7, Haas is P8, Williams in P9, and Renault is rounding out the top 10 down there. So Stig, you have a little bit of work to do if you're listening to me. And we're going to give you guys a look at the GP2 table so far. Right now, we have Rose leading the championship after a victory at Australian Grand Prix. Loki is just behind in P2. Bill, P3. The two racing points, they always seem to do it. Bill and Devla, P3 and 4. Legends, P5. Sabs, P6. Livido Possum, P7. Evil, P8. Senna P9, Becker P10, and Fanatec is P11. Looks like these guys are about ready to go, so I'm going to try to run through this as quick as possible. Tobes P12, Lucky is your last guy on points, sitting P13 in this championship. Looking to have a little bit better of a race this evening than he did the last time out in Australia. But to be fair, Australia is a pretty tough track to start a season. Harrison, how do you like Australia? You have that after last week.
It's well, you kind of saw that on Sunday. I kind of had a bad lap one, but the overall track, it's a good track. I just don't like the circuit. It's enjoyable to race, but I just don't overall like the circuit.
It's definitely a hard place to race for the first race of the season when everybody's adrenaline's kicked up, 10 times of what it usually is mid-season.
Yeah.
I will say that, and it's pretty difficult for fastest on interval, and I want the tire situation. So there you guys have a lot of guys on the tires. On the formation lap now, looks like everybody got away cleanly. So we're gonna have a nice formation lap here. Let's see if anybody puts themselves on the naughty step like they sometimes do. 29 laps. How many guys are gonna one stop? How many guys are gonna two stop this? And the idea here is gonna be an interesting race. I don't necessarily feel who is in the top 5 right now are going to cross the line staying in that top 5. I think we're going to have a completely different look at the top 5 at the end of this race. One reason why I say that is the penalties. Penalties, I think, are going to be a key factor in this race. Harrison, just stating that. If you haven't watched the GP3 race yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you to go back and watch it. It was chaotic. And super intense. Looks like Senna is about ready to line this grid up for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. But right there, I was saying our winner last of the Australian Grand Prix, Rose, sitting P14 at the start of this race. A lot of mediums have gone on. A couple guys on the softs. Panda has gone for the soft compound, sitting down P16. There you have that nice little nifty pit stop strategy prediction. And I think it's glitched sometimes, I will say. Senna lines them up. Karting Legend, good to see him get himself in. It's very, very, very nice. He's made it to the grid. He is going to have to start from P20. But I will say this. 20 cars line up on the grid. How many are going to finish the Bahrain Grand Prix? We are about to find out. Waiting for those 5 red lights to go. Give me a better view. There we go. 5 are lit. Ladies and gentlemen. It is freaking out on me. Looks like we're about ready to go racing at Bahrain. Underneath the lights, there away. Can JML get a good start? Evil. Here we go, down the start-finish line. JML pulls right behind SF1 Senna. He's gonna look for it into turn one there. Oh my gosh, it's almost 5 wide. This isn't gonna end pretty for a couple of the guys. Any carbon fiber. I don't see any. Oh, there's a hatch turned around.
Lucky.
There's a Lucky. Lucky got tangled with a couple people. JML follows just behind. Looks like Connor's gotten himself way up there somehow. He's fighting Loki, Senna, or SF1 Evil now. P5. How's everybody looking down through? Let's get an onboard action here. The Williams driver. Opening stage of this. Oh, he's going to make a time for this corner.
Connor, big tower. And Evil. Oh, the other McLaren's to the back of Evil.
Oh no. Bit of contact here and there. We have a bit of AlphaTauri going a bit sideways.
Saab's just gone off foot.
I think Seb is really struggling just a bit. Oh, there's a big hit on from the Renault into the Williams. Renault has lost an end plate. He's going to be pretty much playing, trying to keep on hold of that car. Let's see where the guys are in the lead right now. There's Senna, there's JML following just behind. Loki's got himself up P3. He's got the Delta back up for you, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see the biggest things that are going on. Oh, lap prediction. Here we go. Strategy's back up on. Look at Towers making a move on Connor. Wait, where's Loki gone? Loki's dove for the pits. I missed that.
Yeah.
With his dove
Loki
for the pits.
had front wing damage. He hit the back of Evil.
Sabs has dove for the pits as well. Here comes Connor and Towers side by side. Senna still holds the lead right now.
Oh.
A lot of action going on. We're going to jump on board with Evil as he's moved up to P4.
Tower to half spin.
Oh, JML has made for the lead.
Oh, I didn't see that either.
JML takes over the lead of this race with Senna just behind. Can Senna hold on to him? JML does definitely have a lot of race pace. Why do they keep giving me those predicted stop strategies?
They need to have an option for us.
Here goes Tobes on Emmanuel. Is he going to think about it? No, he's going to keep behind him for the time being. Livid has gotten himself up P10. A lot of these guys really close.
You got Panda on the back of Vecco.
And Panda make a move around. I'll give him a little screen time. He did help me yesterday in the stream. He was my co-com, so big appreciative for that. DRS not open for these drivers just yet. It will be after this lap is completed. Oh, who we have? Manuel and Tobes. Going wide. That's going to help Bilges. Move through. He's gotten around Manuel. Can he have a go at Tobes? He is on the inside. I think he's going to pick. He's going to push the car. He's going to...
Evil and Connor.
Connor's gotten a 3-second time penalty. Oh, there's his hit. I don't know if that was from... I'm not sure who made that contact.
Round.
Yeah, I saw it on the screen. Now Becker fighting Panda. Livid has gotten himself into this mix. So the two Red Bulls. JML's almost put a second on Senna already. Karting Legend gets a 3-second for multiple warnings. Evil now with Connor. Oh, he backed out of it. I would say that's a massive start from Connor to get that McLaren up.
Yeah, it is. Evil.
Oh, there's a bit of a touch. Connor holds onto the car though. His tower's gonna have a look here. That's helped Rose get up here. Where does Rose come from as well? Rose has made his way all the way from P14 up to P6 in a matter of 3 laps.
There's Tobes is round.
Tobes is around. I think he's hit that death curve. The one on the right hand. JML sets the fastest lap of the race so far with a 130.9. He does have Senna just behind, staying within that DRS range. Evil is 5 seconds down the road behind his teammate. Connor's just behind him. There's a massive battle for that P3 position. Connor is going to think about sending it. He does. Ooh, contact was definitely made there. Let's jump on board with Tobes for a bit here. These guys wind themselves up with the adrenaline. Winding me up just a bit. Is anybody going to go for a move in this position. No, a lot of guys lock up the front right. Yeah, the adrenaline is still high. Loki sets the fastest lap of the race, actually. Towers really locked up that front right the whole way through the corner almost. That's not going to do any good for your tires.
I think Senna's setup's more around downforce and JML's more around straight line speed.
I'll definitely have to keep an eye on it. Senna just inside of that DRS range. Can he hold on? Now he's outside of it. Now he's inside of it. It's just back and forth. However, Connor's just behind SF1 Evo. I'm keeping an eye on the Delta. Rose is right there as well for pounds. We have Panda on his teammate.
Two Red Bulls.
Yeah, just jumped on these guys.
You got Legends on the back of Becker as well.
And Panda make a move around Livid. We'll see.
Oh!
Livid dives to the inside of the track. Legend and Becker. As Panda's gonna go for a move on his teammate. And Livid dives just behind him. I think he's gonna let him go for the time being, as Panda is on the soft compound. Livid's on the medium compound. Legend squeezes his way up to P10. Becker just behind. Lucky, after an early spin, has already gotten himself back up to P12, so that's good to see. Loki sets another fast lap at 30.1. These guys are just super close. A couple guys in the back. Whiffy, P17, Sabs P18, Tobes P19, and Devla P20. I don't think this is the last of Devla, though. If they have a safety car, he's right back in this race.
Evil's got clear corner out of DRS now, so he's pulling away now.
I wonder how long he can make those softs last. We did see a lot of the guys start to pit around lap 6 last evening in GP3 for the soft compound runners that started with the soft compound. They do go off relatively quickly. They're good for about 4 to 6 laps, but after that we saw a couple drivers really struggling. We tried to stay out. Senna is out of DRS range. Yes, he is, so he's got to keep up with him. Connor is out of DRS range from Evil. Towers is within DRS range. Sector 2 yellow.
Devla. He's at the outside of Death.
Virtual safety car is out.
Virtual safety car. Whiffy's out.
Whiffy's out. What happened with Whiffy?
Sabs.
Yeah, jumped on. Oh, that's a weird place. He's destroyed the back end of that car.
He's had oversteer and went straight into the wall and bounced out into the track.
Wow.
I've done that in time trial. If you hit it at some great speed and the angle of the car, you can bounce back onto the track.
I think they removed this car.
But to me, that should be a full course safety car.
Yeah, it's right in the middle of the track. Has anybody gotten? Yeah, here we go. Drive-through penalty speaking of the safety car. I knew it was going to happen as soon as I spoke up. I think somebody else did get one as well, but it was too... I didn't see it. We are back to racing. Virtual safety car is gone. Looks like JML pulled a little bit on Senna through that. Connor's lost that 3 seconds. Towers is working on Connor. Rose is right there as well.
Panda and Emmanuel.
And it gets around Emmanuel. Emmanuel's trying to hold on to the back. Livid's right there as well. Sector 3 yellow. What is happening to Legend? Legend's around.
Legend spawn.
Yeah, I think he hit that curve
Thankfully,
as well.
he's got no damage.
Becker. Here we go. Let's jump on board with Livid as he's trying to chase Emmanuel and Panda. Panda's going to be a sitting duck here. But Panda's actually pretty far ahead. There's a big squabble up ahead here with Connor and Towers. Connor goes wide. Towers gets through. Can Rose get through? Cardinal gets 3 seconds for speeding into the pit lane.
Oh, it's giving him his drive-through. Oh. Right, yeah.
So Rose is sitting P6, Connor P5. Towers gets himself back up to P4. See if he can bridge that gap between himself and SF1 Evil. Currently 3 seconds. How long is Evil going to hold on to these soft compounds? That's the question. I think Devla pitted. Yeah, he did. So he's sitting a lap down now. Senna is about 1.8 down from JML. Can he see him in his rear? He can. I think this is the big thing. I think these mediums are a bit different for these guys. They feel different in the race than they do qualifying.
Yeah, Senna's got no ERS compared to how much JML has.
Oh, Rose and Connor. Tobes gets a 3-second time penalty. Rose goes for a move on Connor, gives him a bit of a squeeze, but he gets the job done. But however, Connor's going to have DRS to fire back at Rose. But Rose going to have it. No, he does not. It looks like
Connor doesn't have any ERS to use.
And it has
That's a late launch.
He's going to come through on Fanatic. Moves his way up to P12. Sector 2 yellow.
Senna's gone off.
Senna's gone off. Oh, and he's missing a lot of his wing. And there goes his teammate.
He's hit the outside death curve though.
He is on the medium, so he can possibly pit for the hards and make them last.
Rose gets a 10-second corner cutting penalty.
I think I saw that one yesterday. I think what happened was they just completely missed a turn and just cut the whole thing. So big news right now. Senna loses control of the car and hit the wall. And now he's coming victim to Towers. Towers works his way through. Panda's out. Virtual safety car, so this might save Senna's skin here.
Everyone's keep hitting that outside curb at turn 7. That's what's spurring them off, because that's a high exit curve at curve. Gonna stay well clear of it.
This might have saved Senna's skin if he can get in underneath the virtual safety car and not lose too much time. Is he gonna dive for the pits? Yes, he is. Connor is also going to dive for the pits. He's in the soft compound. Has Evil dove for the pits? He is not. I'm surprised.
Devla drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC.
So that moves Towers up to P3. Livid is up to P4. Emmanuel up to P5. Evening, Robbie.
Devla with a 5.
Panda, don't worry about it.
Devla's just retired.
I think he's given up.
He went straight on at turn 4, yeah.
Sector 1 yellow. Back to green flag racing. Where is Senna come out at? He's come out at in P11. He's gone for the medium compound, so he's going to be committed to the 2 sub. We have a battle here with Rose and Bill. This is what I'm saying. I think a lot
McLaren.
of
Loki's gone at turn 3.
Loki spun himself. Was there any contact, or was it? I don't think there was.
I only saw the end of it.
We have Rose with Bill now, battling on track. Ooh, Rose is thinking about it, gave a bit of a nudge to the gearbox and hit the back of Bill. Kind of barged his way through on that one. Bill did well to hold onto the car. And we have Becker now working on Lucky. Can he get away around Lucky? Lucky's got himself back up to P6 after having an early spin.
Previous teammates.
Backed out of it. Previous teammates too, that's a good call. So they're gonna know how to race with each other hopefully very cleanly. Lucky on the back of Emmanuel. Can Lucky have a go here? DRS is open. I think he's just a little bit too far back to make a move. His teammate's not too far off of him. Looney Moon's right there for the pounce in case anything happens.
Senna's on a 2-stop. He's going for another set of mediums.
And now he's fighting Connor. They're going to gonna jump back here with Becker. Let's ride on board with Becker. Into the tight brake
Wanna
zone.
take back into the pits again.
Eagles made those tires the last 9 laps. I will say, I know they are a fresh compound because we had a lobby restart, but how long do you think he's gonna push those soft compounds?
Robbie in GP3, I know, took them 11 laps before they started to go off, and by Big Tower's pace, because he's catching him now, I think Evil should pit within this lap or the next.
They have a big train of cars. Ooh, who's that? That's Lucky thinking about making a move on Emmanuel. Livid's right there as well. Let's jump on board with Lucky. He will have DRS. So will Emmanuel. Livid's gonna dive for the pits.
5-car train now.
Emmanuel dives from the inside of the track. Lucky really has nowhere to go. Emmanuel pits in the inside. Is Lucky gonna make a pounce on the inside? He's gonna leave it for the inside. Can he get around? The Haas moves around. No, there's a bit of touch, and Emmanuel gets back into P4. The shoulders are out this evening. This is what I expect for Rose. Sets the fastest lap with the 29. Lucky's gonna go for a late dive in the inside. Give a bit of a squeeze to Emmanuel. And Emmanuel makes contact, and they're both into the wall. Lucky has no damage, but Emmanuel is missing his entire front wing. So we definitely caught that one. Note was at lap 11. Becker gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. We'll see if the leader dives in for the pits. He puts on the hard compound to take him for the end. We'll see what Evil does too. He has towers just behind him. Look, he dives for
Cat Legends is pitted, so if JML may get slightly held, but he has a big enough gap behind to not lose positions.
Legend's already on his way out. JML does pull the pits.
Drive through for Rose.
Rose
Right, speed under the safety car.
Evil dives into the pits. Towers dives into the pits. Becker, let's see if he dives in. Is he gonna dive in as well?
Becker does.
So Evil's gonna do the one stop. He's opposite for the one stop. He's gonna go to the hard compound. Becker dives into the pits. Looney dives into the pits. Lucky dives into the pits. Emmanuel's going into the pits. Senna. Do you dive into the pits as Senna? And now he's gonna be committed to the two-stop. Interesting call.
Corner pits. Yeah, Senna, he's best just to stay out on those new mediums to get the full life out of them.
But he's gonna have to pit again. And these guys on the hard compound should be able to take this to the end, so it's gonna be... He's gonna have to take the lead and then really put the gas down.
If I was in his situation, I'd be doing the same thing. Because if he's just pitted 2 laps earlier for mediums, you can easily get past the 3 cars ahead and try and build a gap to pit and come out behind them at a smaller gap to actually gain that time back on either softs or newer hards.
The man and the legend telling us how he would pit. I can't go over it because I didn't sign up for any racing this season because of the brand new daughter. I haven't actually touched my wheel, and I think it's over a month now. So I you know, I had that feeling. It's been quite a while.
The interesting strategy is Emmanuel on those soft tires.
You know, he's on soft, yeah, so he's gonna have to go for another pit stop, probably a medium compound. I'm thinking lap 12 of 29. Connor's going for the hard, Bill's going for the mediums. This does help Bill get back into things, helps Loki get back into it, Legend get back into it, Tobes get back into it. I wonder if they're gonna let them catch up with the pack before they go back to racing. And if that's the case,
It may do because of how largely spread they are.
It's going to be another full lap underneath the safety car.
I think it'll be possibly 2 laps, I think.
And I would tell you, don't worry about it. It's just, at the end of the day, it's a video game. You'll get there. That race is quite dirty. Yeah, there's a bit of shoulders out there, Daguerreo. I will say that. And if you have any clips, make sure you send them to myself or Harrison. We'll make sure that the stewards get a hold of them and look at them. So see, this is what I'd be saying, what Senna's doing, what Evil's doing, really, during a safety car, or a virtual safety car for that matter, if you're right behind a car in front of you. I always peel off to the other side of the track. That way, if they try to brake or anything like that, I don't collect those. Towers is doing it right now. I think that's the safest thing you can do in league racing, underneath a safety car. Where's Tobes? Where is he at? He's coming out on turn 1 now. Legend should just about be able to catch up to them before Tobes is pretty far behind. Can he catch up a lot? Yes, and you look now, everybody's still warming the tires. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Harrison, give us
safety cars in the slot.
Give us a rundown on a fresh, hard compound. This track does typically run hot, but fresh, hard compound underneath a safety car. How cautious would you be?
There will be cold because of obviously how slow they were going just then. But as you can see, JMO's gone extremely defensive, and there is a Haas in the wall of lucky 13.
Towers right there. Evil's thinking about making a move on the inside of Towers. He thought about it. No, that's Senna. I'm looking at Senna, thinking of Evil.
Towers inside of Evil.
Oh, there's a bit of a touch.
Wheel bang in.
Senna's gonna go through, I think. Please be careful, you two. Please drive with a little bit of courtesy between each other. Becker's thinking about having to go as well. Now it's up to Senna.
Well, I don't. Becker's history with Evil, so I'll leave it at that.
They do. I just remembered that. Oh, Evil locks up. Becker had to check as well. You know, I always comment on this, and I just wonder, how long do you think it's going to take for Williams to decide that they need a modern steering wheel with MFD, LED lights on the steering wheel?
Well, unless that wheel's less expensive to make, and the design's less expensive to make to save money, then I'm guessing it's their design to go with.
Oh, you know it's less expensive.
I'm just saying it could be. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it could be.
You know it's cheaper. Here we go. Senna right on the back of Towers. He's gonna make a move. He's gonna go for a move on the inside. There's Towers now. A lot of guys, a little bit argy-bargy.
Rose into the pits. I'm guessing that's for his drive-through.
So our winner from last week is having a bit of trouble this evening. That's why I say GP2 is going to be kind of like the 2010 season F1. I think we're going to have a different winner a lot
Livid
of times.
and Looney.
Keep an eye on these two. Looney, these two have raced each other before. Tobes gets a 3-second time penalty. Lap 15 already. Oh, a big lockout from Evil. That's going to help Becker pull up right behind. Emmanuel goes really wide, looking for a move. I believe it was either Connor or Sabs. Ooh, what is that? That was a bit of a bump there. Connor's gonna look for a move on Sabs
Sabs and Connor side by side.
Running the cars pretty much right next to each other like magnets. It looks like Connor's made the move, so he's gonna move up to P9. Where's Bill? Bill's there. How's Loki doing this evening? He's right behind Bill. He's holding on to him. Lucky, I think, had another spin, or he dove for the pits at some point.
Yeah, he spun on at the end of the safety car, that's why he's that far behind.
Legend gets another 3-second time penalty. Even on Looney, Becker dives for the pits. DRS is now back.
Legend! You and I are gonna have a long conversation later on.
It's the same I tell with Stig. Every time I see Stig race, I'm like, mate, you and your time track, or your time penalties on track, you need to sort those, please.
Becca's in the pits. He must. Oh, it's for his drive-through.
Daguerre still has to pit his Sabs and Emmanuel, and as well as Bill. I'm not counting out these guys.
JML's keeping that gap outside of DRS range at the minute.
Towers is doing really well. Al Evil is holding on as best as he can. He does have Looney just behind him. Funny enough, SF1 Evil is the manager of the team right behind him, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm keeping an eye on you, Evil. See if you play favorites this evening. And if you do, I'm going to give you a nice little smack.
Senna's within DRS range of JML now.
See if Senna can claw in JML and pass him. I don't think JML is going to fight him that much, knowing that Senna's probably going to have to pit again.
For Senna to get the full potential out of Sauce, you'll need to put on lap 20. Otherwise, you won't have enough laps to make the time back up.
The Delta Loki is now caught up to the back of Sabs. DRS open now from Loki. Sabs does not have it on Bill, just ahead of him. Is Loki going to go for a move? He is on the inside of that Ferrari. He's going to stick the McLaren
Connor's just past Bill.
Take over P10. He does have Bill and Connor just ahead of him. It'll be interesting to see the two McLarens race with each other if Loki gets himself up there.
Well, I think Tone behind handing his head in shame there.
JML, 3-second time penalty. For multiple warnings. Was that? No, I was Legend behind him. I was like, for a second I said, what happened to JML? But it was his teammate, Karting Legend, just behind Loki. He was going off, I think he was getting out of the way for a couple people.
Yes, JML does have a time penalty, I just checked.
Yeah, he just got one. Loki now, can he get the power down and hold on to the back of Bill? Bill has DRS on Connor. Can Loki pull these guys in?
Towers has had a mistake somewhere. Evil's within 1.3 seconds of him now.
Loki taking care of the car through that turn. Stayed well wide of that curve on the right hand side. I think a lot of people are trying to attack that curve too much. Here we go. Loki locks up the front right just a bit. Gonna get a run on Bill. Bill's gonna have a run on Connor. DRS open. There goes Bill. Loki's gonna make a move.
Sam's is in the pits.
It's Loki. He's gonna make it 3 wide and go for a move on Bill. He's gonna hold it to the outside though. Is he gonna have a switchback thought? No, he's just gonna hold the car behind. Has to brake just a bit. There's Bill just ahead of him in that racing point. Loki's thinking about making a move. Oh, he's gonna go for the inside move here on Bill. Is he gonna give him a bit of the
Cat and Legend is catching up to that battle.
Loki's up to P8, back up to P8. This battle between the two McLarens in this racing point are something to look at. Bill's just behind. Let's jump on board with Connor now for a bit. Keeping an eye on Senna. Rest of the Delta. Oh! Connor hits the back of Bill. Bill has gone off just a bit. Holds on to the car though.
Cat and Legend's on the back of this slot now.
Connor's now definitely losing or lost an end plate, which you can see he's gone wide. And Karting Legend's gonna think about making a move up this hill. Ooh, that's always dangerous.
Yes.
I don't think I would do that. But when you're in the moment, why not? Just lick it and send it, right, Harrison?
Yeah, well, if you're close enough, yes.
Which Karting Legend definitely made work. He's right behind Bill now. We have 2 and 3 yellow.
Rose, it's not his race.
Rose is around. Here goes Legend on Bill. makes the inside work. Is Bill gonna have a move back? Sector 3 yellow again. Is that from Connor? Connor dove for the pit. He's
It's
gonna get.
Rose again.
Wonder if Rose is gonna die for the pit.
He doesn't have any damage, so he can continue.
Wonder if he's struggling with the hard compounds. Connor out of the pits now. He is gonna rejoin just ahead of Rose. Lucky gets a 3-second time penalty. JML leading this race.
Evil almost within a second of Big Tower now.
So both Senna and Evil have the driver ahead of him within a second. Senna does get clawed his way back up to JML. However, I wonder what his tires are looking like after 9 laps. Probably be able to take him until about lap 22 if he wants to make a good shout with the soft compound. DRS is now open for SF1 Senna. Is Evil going to have DRS? He will. Sector 2 yellow.
Looks like Lucky again.
Lucky is just having a miserable race for himself. It is unfortunate because I know Lucky is
a Ferrari
a good,
of
solid driver.
Sabs is round again.
Oh no. And here comes Connor. Is he going to pounce on this opportunity with Sabs spinning out just a bit? Here goes Connor.
Rose is gone again.
Oh boy. Livy gets a 3-second time penalty. Harrison, we have 9 laps of this race left. That's it. It's gone pretty quick.
It has.
JML has just put his foot down. He's already pulled a 1.1 second gap again. However, Evil is holding on to the back of Towers. Just 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Huge lockup for Tower. Goes to the outside. Side by side into turn 2. The Tower comes out ahead. Young but backs out of it into turn 4. Sometimes. Evil almost got past the Tower. Yeah, no probs. So Evil on the back home stretch with Big Tower just ahead of him. DRS plus overtake around the outside of him and get some move done before turn 1. It's a double podium for Rhodes' Alpha team. At the minute. Oh, Tobbs is retired. He's retired in the pits. Yellow sector 1, and I think that's a bogey. Lucky's in the pits once again. Could get lapped by now. Big Tower's sticking to the back end of Evil now. It needs to. Senna's pits. It's coming behind Bill and Cat and Legends. There's a lot of ground to try and catch up. Becca pits. Cat and Legends and Bill battling side by side. And Bill keeps behind him for the time being. Rose is retired. It's not his Rose. It's not his race today.
I am here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm letting Harrison take just a family stop in, so they're here to visit the baby. So I am keeping up here, but Harrison's gonna be main comms for the time being. But I am still talking with them.
Big Tower on the back of Senna still. I think he won't get him because he's not got a lot of ERS. Yeah, that's coming onto the. That's close. It's close. Yeah, Tower's been looking up quite a bit. Oh, Evil Locks. Senna. Senna's just got past Bill and now after Cat and Legends in the Mercedes. He is. He's got down the inside. Evil and Tower coming onto the start-finish straight. I just had a message off him that he got rear-ended by one of the Ferraris. Alright. It has. Becca with a new fastest lap of a 29.1. Big Tower's just gone wide. He was sticking behind him. Closest. Yeah, I can go do that. JML with any difference to his race. Big Tower with 1 penalty as well. Evo with no penalties. 5-second time penalty. I don't know if that's for a collision or speeding into the pits. Livid has a penalty, only 1. Lucky doesn't have any penalties. Senna doesn't have any penalties. Carlton Legend has 1, 3. He has 6 penalties, Carlton Legends, but I think 2 of them have already been served. Bill doesn't have any penalties. Emmanuel has 1 penalty. Connor has 1 penalty. Sabs has 1 penalty. Fanatic has no penalties. Becker has no penalties. Lucky has 1 penalty, and I think Rose is DNF'd. Yeah, he is. $28.8. Big Tower and Evil battling at it again. And so this is just helping Looney Moon and Levy catch up to both of them again. And the leader, JML's just ever stretching his lead out in front, almost 13 seconds now, with 2 laps. Sab's still on the back of Connor, but he's got DRS, just overtake. He moves himself up to P11. They are side by side. Connor takes it, his P11 back at turn 2. So, Big Tower and Evil's still at it. Oh, lock up for a tower there. Yeah. Evil's got the gearbox glitch for me. Sabs and Connor are still at it. And Sab moves up to P11. Looney Moon. I'm just focusing on time penalties at the minute. Big Tower doesn't look like he's going to be on the podium. He has 1 3-second time penalty, which will drop him right now to P6, I believe. Evil does not have any time penalties, he's only got 1 warning. That's no problem. Love it. I'm gonna say to Evil to get a wheel, because he needs to get a wheel with his pace now. Fanatic has spawn at turn 2. Big Terran Evils. Come up to line. Big Tower drops the feet. You've lost that bet now, Rhodes.
Okay, funny story. I owe my teammates something now because of that double podium.
So we have Big Tower in P4, Loki in P5, Livid Possum in P6, Looney Moon P7, Bill in P8, Cartoon Legends P9, and Emmanuel hopefully crossing the line now in P10. Sabs gets P11, Connor P12, Becca P13. Fanatic, I think, has run out of fuels. So lucky me, beat him to the line. And that rounds off this GP2 race. Oh, I know what he's like when he has races like this. You may do it, yo. No problems. So wait for it to come up. And here, no, mine's a bit delayed. So with our race winner JML and, well, for my team the Mercedes on top with a commanding race win. Evil and Senna for Alfa Romeo. Rhodes will be happy with that for a double podium in P2 and P3.
Woohoo!
And we have Towers in P4, Loki in P5, Livid in P6, Looney in P7, Bill in P8, Legends in P9, Emmanuel P10, Subs 11th, Connor 12th, Becca P13, Fanatic 14th, and Lucky running out our finishes today in P15. Sadly Rose, Tobbs, Panda and Devla and Whiffy sadly crashed out of this race. Where is Evil? It's just JML we're waiting on. Alright, so JML, our race winner, doesn't have a mic. So we'll just have podium interviews with our P2 and P3 drivers in the Alfa Romeos. Right, so we'll start off with our P3 driver, Senna. So you got your bag pole in quali and then got overtaken by JML and then sadly, I think, spun into the wall. Can you tell us a bit more about that? Senna, are you there?
Hello?
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, no, I just got too much of the exit curb behind JML. My own fault. Just trying to push too hard, and yeah, just got too much of the exit curb. The car physically bounced. I felt the car bounce in the air, and that was it. I lost all traction. I actually thought my race was over when I hit the wall, so I was relieved to see the just the red wing. But yeah.
And then we saw you stay out at that safety car, which I know Kyle was surprised at, and myself. I said that I would go do the same strategy you did. But in your mind, was that the right call, staying out, or was it better to pit from hard tyres?
Well, I decided to stay out because everyone else had gone in for the hards. So I thought they probably got it right, but I don't know. I'm just going to see what happens, and thought I'd go medium. Obviously, I was forced to go for another medium because I didn't think the hards would go. Obviously, like 22 laps, so I went medium, and thought I'd risk it at the end on the softs, but wanted to push the softs into like the early sort of lap 20s, and yeah, it seemed to work quite well in the end.
At the end, then, did you think he was going to get a podium?
No, I genuinely thought I was only going to get fifth. I didn't know about Looney Moo's penalty or if he had any. I knew Livid had one, and obviously I got an inkling that Towers had one, but I didn't think I was close enough. So when I saw P3, as you can ask Carlos, I went a bit ecstatic in the chat.
Yeah, well, congratulations on P3 on your podium.
Cheers, mate.
No problem. So, Evil, my ex-driver from last season, congratulations on your P2 today.
No, he's not going to talk.
Evil.
Wait, unmute your mic.
Oh, I'm guessing he's not there then.
Hello?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, there.
Yeah, not too sure what happened there. It just stopped. The mic.
That's same as mine. Yeah, mine did.
Yeah, not too sure. It was an interesting race. I think the first 5 laps were a little sketchy with the McLaren driver.
With Connor, yeah.
Yeah. But once I managed to clear him, it was okay. I had a good battle with Towsy. I actually really enjoyed it. Just unlucky I couldn't finish him on the track. I think beat him by penalties. He had 3 seconds.
At the end, did you know that he had a penalty?
Yeah, I knew he had a penalty.
Cool. So congratulations on a double podium for Alpha for both you and Senna, and I know Rhodes is happy with that.
Wait, how broke?
For this For the viewers, Rhodes did a bet with his drivers, which he has sadly lost. So he is now broke. But I think we'll round it off there for SF1's GP2 race from Bahrain, and we shall see you for GP1's race on Sunday, where you'll see myself
Me?
racing around Bahrain, and Evil, who's in the lobby right now, and Party streaming it.
Yeah,
So we
hopefully less safety cars.
Yes. So we shall see you on Sunday, guys.